Here are your instructions for the morning. First, you have to be merry, so woo! So work on that. Second, let me just ask for a show of hands. Who has been through at least one hanging of the greens before? Okay. If you are not one of the people who has a hand raised, stick close to one of the people who has a hand raised. That will help. What we're going to do, and you can see some basic instructions in here, is that in a moment, the Geary side of the sanctuary, this side, is going to go down the hall, down the gallery, to the Thomas Starr King and the Martin Luther King rooms, where they will decorate greens. There are wires and pine cones and pretend, what are those called, snowflakes and berries, things that you will attach to the two garlands at the front end so that they are decorated when you come back. And there are pomanders and other felt craft if you want to move and switch through the rooms and engage in all of those activities. We will ring a bell at 20 minutes. You all will have stay in the great care of Mark Sumner with Bill Gans assisting, and maybe also Akane and Nancy, showing you how it's done. And you will learn the Solstice song first while you're here. So I'll invite you all when we switch to come forward. So you're all down front, close to learn the song. I'll ring a bell, a big loud school bell at 20 minutes, and we'll switch. Those who are singing are going to come in, go out to TSK and MLK and do a separate set of garlands, and pomanders and felt toys will be there. And those who were in TSK and MLK are going to come back over here and learn a song. We'll ring a bell again, and the folks who are in TSK are going to help, some of them, bring in greens. We're going to hang them. They might be a little wonky at first, but we'll sing Deck the Halls. We'll fix them later, and then whatever it is, they always look gorgeous. And we'll finish our service together. All right? So blessings, everybody. You are excused to go decorate the garlands, and you all are invited to scoot forward to learn the solstice song. Oh, and people who are at home, sorry, thank you for keeping my mic on. You are going to stay in the live stream, is going to stay in the service and learn the song first. And then Emmanuel is going to invite you to a Zoom room for a conversation and a hangout until we all come back together. All right, let's do it.
Okay, for those that are sticking around for this, the musical part of our morning, here's how we're going to do this. Today we have a song that none of us knew probably in the choir, myself included, 2.5 weeks ago. So, but it comes from a composer, Randall Thompson. Those of you that were in choirs in high school during my era probably sang music by him. We sing, the Frostiana songs and the Choose Something Like a Star that we do sometimes. The Road Not Taken, he set all the Frost poems, many of them to music, and several other pieces that he wrote, very famous pieces like the Alleluia and various other things. He was also on faculty at UC Berkeley for a while, back in the 1930s. And anyway, he wrote a very nice tune, and I thought, no one knows it, and it's called Solstice. And I said, well, let's learn it. So we're here today to not debut it, but it almost feels like one. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide this half of the congregation into two more halves, more or less. I need you to self-identify as to whether you have a higher voice or a lower voice. Or those willing to try harmony, the lower voices, and those that will stick with the melody, which would be the higher voices, or those that sing melody no matter what, which I know a number of us are like that. We prefer the melody. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the melody. Now, where did I say? Sopranos and tenors, where are you? In my choir. Okay, sopranos, which side of the congregation did I ask you to be on? Sopranos and tenors? This side? Okay, so on this side of the room, we're going to put everyone who would like to hear the melody really well and sing the melody to sit on this side, and those that are brave enough to join our altos and our basses to sit on this side of the sanctuary, if you don't mind. These are people either with lower voices or who are brave enough to try the harmony part. I promise you, it's a song that I can't stop singing myself, so it'll be catchy, it'll be easy and perky and fun. Oh wow, look at all the brave souls over here. This is fabulous. The words of the song are in your order of service, so the only thing you need besides a little bit of gumption is your order of service. Do you all have an order of service? I hope you do. Look in your order of service on page 4, and I have asked 2 of our singers in the choir to sing the verses, which we won't attempt. But the verses are really easy, so it's kind of like an antecedent to rap music in a way. The words are very, very quick. They have fun rhymes, and you'll see them in the non-bolded print where it says soloist, but where it says all is the chorus, and this is what we'll sing together, all of us. And why don't we start with that, because the solos will just confuse you. Even though they're very easy, the notes are easy, and I welcome you to join us if you dare. But the words kind of go by really, really quickly, so we're not going to burden you with those. So here is the tune. But before we do the tune, maybe we should do the harmony first. Because if you hear the tune, then you may not want to do the harmony. So here's the harmony. So Bill, if you'd play the harmony, altos, basses, sing out so that we can hear that harmony. And so let's actually, Bill, play the whole thing so we'll hear why the harmony exists. It's kind of strange to do the harmony by itself. So Bill will play everything, but we will sing the harmony part. So here we go, everyone. So that's how that harmony part goes. And we're going to now do the melody, and you can and I'm going to ask those that know the harmony part already to sing along, as you can hear how beautiful it is with the melody as we sing it together. So let's try it now. This is the melody. Bill, play out a little bit more, and those that know the harmony sing out, and then you'll hear how it goes together. Here we go. Same place. We will all gather together on the first word like this. It's the solstice, the solstice, the time when the sun stands still outside you and inside you. You feel a bitter chill. It's the solstice, when the cold north wind could kill, but soon you'll be with your loved ones. Peace and joy on this night instill. Peace and joy on this night instill. Great. Now it's a little perkier than that, Bill, so I'll ask you to play faster this next time. We're going to try to put the two together and try to get kind of a nice little, beat like bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-da-da ba-bum. And those that are singing the melody, you probably realized how high it is. So a couple of you may, but hang in there. We've got some good sopranos and tenors, so they'll help you through it. Let's try it a little bit faster, and I'm going to ask the harmony people to sing out a little bit. Okay? So let's see what we can do with it together. Here we go. Ready? Here's the collecting tone. It's the solstice, the solstice. Two. Peace and joy on this night instill. Peace and joy on this night instill. And then we'll put in a verse, and then we'll sing it again. So there's going to be verse, you, verse 2, you, verse 3, which we wrote special for today's service. It did not exist before. And I'll sing that one, and then we'll sing the chorus a third time. Now, on the third time, I'd like to string out the ending just a little bit so that people on live stream and those that are just hearing it for the first time will know that it's special and about to end. So we're going to do the ending version of it. So if you'll all look at the third bolded section on that page, and you'll notice it's the same thing, but what we've done is peace and joy this side of the room, and then over here you echo, peace and joy, and then they go, peace and joy, and you echo, peace and joy, and then we all sing the fifth one, I guess you might say, peace and joy on this night instill. You'll hear it. So we're going to try it. Just follow me in case you're confused by what I just said. So here's the third chorus, everybody. Here's our holding note. We gather together on this note. It's the solstice, the solstice. Outside you and inside you. It's the solstice, the solstice, when the cold north wind, but soon. Follow me here. Peace. Together, peace and joy on this night instill. And then Bill will end the piece. Fabulous. And we'll slow down a little bit there to make it sound like it's, the bow is tied beautifully on the present. Good. Now we're going to try it again. This time I'm going to add the verses. And that way you'll hear how these choruses connect, and you'll hear the message, and you'll see it. It's written here in the order of service as well. So we'll have the soloists at this mic on my left, and we'll do the whole song, okay? Good. Chorus, would you stand and kind of encircle the congregants? I want them to kind of know who you are and know who to listen to, and that way it'll give you a little more sense of ownership and sharing and all of that kind of thing. Okay? Here we go. Here's the whole song. Take it away, Bill. Here's the introduction. Feel free to dance too. We'll all be standing, by the way, when we do this together. When the other half come in, we'll all stand and perform it. So here is the introduction.
This is the time when the days have shortened and the nights grow steadily more important, and the mid-afternoon across the park, the towers start to twinkle in the thickening dark. It's the solstice, the solstice, the time when the sun stands still. Outside you and inside you, you feel a winter chill. It's the solstice, when the cold north wind could kill. But soon you'll be with your loved ones. Peace and joy on this night is still. Peace and joy on this night is still.
That's a long note there. Then we have an interlude. Then verse 2.
And you look out all the glitter and the sidewalk and the stars and the friendly people hurrying past neon-lighted bars, and you're glad to have a neighbor who can set you on the track and to dine at you with loved ones, for the sun is coming back.
You watch me for this. It's the solstice, the solstice,
the time when the sun stands still. Outside you and inside you, you feel a bitter chill.
It's the solstice,
when the cold north wind could kill. But soon you'll be with your loved ones.
peace and joy on this night in still. Peace and joy on this night in still. And then we have one more verse. Deep in the darkest winter night, my candle burning with the warmth of the light. Now that the year is turning, what is in store? A journey brought us from what's gone before, what has experience taught us. Is everyone the solstice? The solstice,
The time when the sun stands still. Outside you and inside you, you feel a winter chill. It's the solstice, when the cold north wind could kill. But soon you'll be with your loved ones.
Now watch me here.
Peace and joy, peace and joy, peace and joy, peace and joy.
Peace and joy on this night in still. I like that. We'll hold that last note a long, long time. So just take a breath when you need it. Okay, good. That's exactly how it goes. Now, I would like for it to be a little quicker, more boisterous. And when you two finish, could you stand maybe in front and kind of help the sections? Because we have Nancy on high and Andy on the lower part. Good job, you two. Thank you very, very much. Woohoo! And you guys did a great job, too. Let's just try it once more, a little bit faster on the choruses, but slow on the verses so that the words make some sense. So let's try the chorus one more time on a little faster beat and keep it going, all right? Here's one more time just on the chorus. Let's do the last one, the one with the echo, and then we will press save. All right, here we go, ready? Here's the whole collecting tone. It's the solstice, the solstice. Perfect timing with the peace and joy, Vanessa. That was fabulous. All right, time to switch now.
We'll go to the garlands in the back, where we have covered them with tablecloths so that the first group would not, get in on them. So there's 2 wreaths and a garland, the big garland. There are pomanders. Please just do 1 pomander, because we don't have a lot. There are little snowflakes you can decorate. There are Post-its if you want to make something and leave it and pick it up later. Go! Woo!
Don't forget what you just learned. Thank you. We will all stand when we come back and perform.
All right.
Thank you. You sound fabulous.
Yay. You did sound fabulous.
Vanessa.
Thank you, chorus. Have a seat. Relax. Yeah, because I come in on the downbeat, so it's like, sorry, I can't. Here it is, Bill. Deep in the darkest winter night, my candle burning with the warmth of the light. Now that the year is turning, what is in store? Where has our journey brought us? From what's gone before, what has experience taught us? Be brave. Come on in, everyone, down front, and don't get too settled.
The sanctuary.
I have a feeling I'll have to repeat myself. What we're doing is we're dividing into 2 more groups. Melody, higher voices over here. Harmony, lower voices over there. So self-select. Those that are arriving into the sanctuary, help us by understanding what's going on. It's a small group so far. Chorus, could you ask people who are coming in if they're high or low? Invite them to your pews. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, everyone. Come on down. We do bite, but it's a great taste. Come on. So those that like to sing melody or higher voices over here on this side, and those that prefer to sing lower and or the harmony parts over here on this side. I promise you it is easy. It is very easy, very satisfying. Higher melody people on this side, harmony, lower people on this side. Is this everybody? It looks like a smaller half. Okay. Okay, we probably should get started. All right, have a seat, choir. I'll give the spiel. So what we are doing is we're learning, the last 3 years we've been doing this, or 4 years, or it could be 10 years, I don't know, but it feels like we've sung all kinds of different things. This year, I stumbled upon a song that was written almost 100 years ago, a song I did not know as of 2 weeks ago. And I threw it at the choir, and I kind of like it. It's kind of one of those tunes that sticks inside of you, so I hope this will work in that way for you. It's written by Randall Thompson, a very famous composer from in the middle of the 20th century and later 20th century. Those of you that were in high school choirs, you probably sang Choose Something Like a Star, or The Road Not Taken, or Alleluia, which was sung by almost every choir back when I was growing up. And still is being sung. He was a faculty member at UC Berkeley back in the late 30s. A great, great writer. So the music has great integrity, and I was drawn to it immediately. It's a nice tune, and it's a simple tune. We decided to add some harmony to it. That's what you guys over here are going to try to do, is the harmony part, which I created actually. And it was a little short, so I also added a verse. So what you'll see, would you all look in your order of service? Hopefully you all have one. If you don't, there's more at the back. But instead of music today, we're just going to use the words, because the tune is quite easy to pick up. It's very memorable. So, so you'll need page 4 of the order of service. On here you'll notice that there are 3 areas that are in bold type that says the word all at the beginning, and that is where the chorus occurs in the song, and that's the part that I'm asking you to learn and to sing. All right? Before each of those choruses is a verse, and we'll hear that in a minute, and it's a bit wordy and not quite as easy, so we're going to have soloists do the verses, but we will sing these choruses that are in bold. Okay? And here, let's see, I think we'll start with the harmony, because for some people, if you hear the melody, it's hard to switch to harmony. So we're going to hear the harmony first. I'm going to ask Bill to play everything so that you can kind of hear the context for the harmony. I've sung harmony all my life, and it doesn't make any sense without the context for that harmony. So I'm going to ask Bill to play the song, and then our choir will help you hear that harmony. I will sing it as well. And then hopefully you'll get that kind of in your ear and it'll make some sense. Okay? Here we go. Let's all look at the bolded words of those first 4 lines there, and on page 4, starting with "It's the Solstice." Now, for every time we sing the chorus, I will gather you with my arms like this, and we will hold the first word. And it's going to be this note, by the way, and it's going to be the word "it's." It'll be "it's," and then we go right into the chorus. It's the solstice, the solstice, the time when the sun stands still. Outside you and inside you, you feel a bitter chill. It's the solstice, when the cold north wind could kill, but soon you'll be with your loved ones. 2. Peace and joy on this night in still. Peace and joy on this night in still. That's right, and we'll try to hold that last note a little bit. So that's the harmony part. And what I'm going to do now is ask the melody people to sing it. You can try the harmony if you want to, or you can just listen. And I'll have the chorus sing the harmony, but you can just listen and see how it works with the melody. Okay? Let's try that now with the melody people. Here we go, same place. I gather everybody with this first note. It's the solstice, the solstice, the time when the sun stands still. Outside you and inside you, you feel a bitter chill. It's the solstice, when the cold north wind could kill, but soon you'll be with your loved ones. Peace and joy on this night in still, peace and joy on this night in still. You'll find that the melody goes pretty high, so I apologize for that. But give it a go. We've got some good high voices over here, so hopefully they'll inspire you to get up there. But now we're going to try it together. And chorus, sing out. Harmony people, be bold. Listen for it. If you sing the melody, that's fine. It's all good. It's all gravy. But we're going to now put the high part and the harmony part together. And that way you can kind of hear how it meshes together. Here we go. Try it again. We all collect on this. Now, chorus, if you could stand. Everyone else, you can remain seated, just be passive. We're going to perform it standing, all of us, but right now you can take it easy. Here we go, chorus, help me with all of this. With the harmony and the melody together. Bill will play some interlude music, but then you'll hear this note. And you join us all. It's the solstice. Chill there, and I'll bring you in on all the peace and joys. As a matter of fact, look at the third one, everybody, in your order of service. It's the same thing, except look at the very end of it. What we're going to do at the end is to make it sound like the end, like we're bringing it all together. So what I've decided to do there is a little trick of an echo. So we will have the first peace and joy sung by this side of the room. Peace and joy, then you'll echo, peace and joy. Peace over here, joy, then you echo again, peace and joy, then all together, peace and joy on this night in still. So when we do the third one, and just watch me, it'll be easy. Right? And then we'll end it. And then on the last note, just hold it as long as you can, and even take a breath and come back in and sing it some more. It'll be fine. It'll be a great effect. Good. So let's do that third one, and I'm going to ask Bill to play a little faster, because I like it faster, a little more boisterous. This room tends to, because of our great acoustic in here, it tends to slow things down, because you hear the music bouncing off the walls, and by the time it enters into your head, it's like it's already late, and it inspires you to be kind of on the late side. So these faster songs don't seem to do very well in here. So I'm going to try to keep it moving, see if we can do an actual, Joy to the World, perky song, kind of a thing. So let's see if we can get that third verse and all the choruses a little faster. Even though the verses will be slow, because they're really wordy. It's almost like rap music. It's very with lots of rhymes and stuff. So we're going to slow those down. But when we do the choruses, try to perk it up. Here we go. Here's the third chorus with the echo parts. Ready and go. It's the solstice. In still. And yeah, and Bill, you can play the whole thing at the end if you want. Great, that's how it goes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the whole thing with the verses in between and see if we can gain some altitude, enjoy it, even memorize or dig into the harmonies even more, whatever. And again, we will all stand when the other half of the congregation comes in later after we've decked the hall with the boughs of holly, and then we will sing it all together. But here's how the whole thing goes. So take it away. Andy's going to do the first verse, and then who are you? Nancy. Nancy will sing the second verse, and then I'll do the third verse. By the way, I wrote the third verse because I felt like we needed another verse. So anyway, it's fun. Great, let's do it. Here we go, all the way through now, and Bill will play all of the interludes. Take it away, Bill.
This is the time when the days have shortened and the night grows steadily more important. And in mid-afternoon, across the park, the towers start to twinkle in the thickening dark.
Watch me. It's the solstice,
the solstice, the time when the sun stands still outside you.
Feel free to dance if you're so moved. We're just a nice, carefree service today. It does sound like something from Nutcracker, doesn't it?
And you look out at the glitter and the sidewalk and the stars and the friendly people hurrying past neon-lighted bars, and you're glad to have a neighbor who can set you on the track and to find a do with loved ones, for the sun is coming back.
You watch me. It's the solstice, the solstice, the time the sun stands still outside you, inside you, you feel on your chill. Solstice, the solstice, the peace and joy on this night in still. Peace and joy on this night in still. Deep in the darkest winter night, my candle burning with the warmth of the light. Now that the year is turning, what is in store? Where has our journey brought us? From what's gone before, what has experience taught us? It's the solstice, the solstice. Lovely. Carol of the Bells, yes. Lovely. All right, good. I think soon we're going to deck this hall.
We are soon going to deck this hall, so breathe deep, get out your words to deck the halls, and we're going to keep singing it many, many times, potentially, while we tie the greens. All right. They're assembling. No, they're coming. They're just slow. Each year, we will have more and more people who are expert greens carriers. Are they ready? Are we ready? All right. You ready, Mr. Gans? Take it from the top. All right, don't breathe because one of them is precariously tied on. But turn around, everybody, and look up at Galen, who's up in the balcony. And let's wave to Galen. Woohoo! One for the ages. Yay. All right, thank you. Good job. Margaret Atwood has this piece from Here we are on the cusp of the winter solstice when the light comes back. To celebrate, I went to the discount store in search of inexpensive picture frames. I felt the urge to see what I have in the ways of old photographs and glitter glue for some higher and greater purpose. So off I went to buy the most perfect plastic frames for $2.99. As I made my way to pay the cashier, an older man looked at me and my frames and knowingly exhaled, this is the time for reflection. Apparently, I was not the first person to feel nostalgic and buy more picture frames near the end of the year. We then engaged in small talk about the weather and the state of the world. He lamented and I tried to cheer him up. But both of our flames seemed to be flickering in the cold winds of the coming winter. It doesn't help that on the eve of winter, the days are so painfully short. The nights relentless, and they keep coming earlier. But then the winter solstice arrives, and although it's the official start of winter, it comes as a brief reprieve from the growing night and a hopeful signpost. I need the solstice and all it represents: a threshold, the closing of a chapter, the start to sunlight timidly warming our cold and frost-bitten souls. Winter solstice neatly coincides with our collective desire to break in time, to unlock, to review the past as we look to the light of the future. This time, I'm greeting the solstice as we did with craft, using my old photographs and reframing the past with some bright artistic flourishes, courtesy of glitter glue. I am making the most of this unique astronomical time, perhaps not unlike the ancient peoples of Europe who gathered breathlessly around bonfires and hearths for warmth and to celebrate the new thing just on the horizon: growing light and the end of night's dominion, even in the midst of cold. The end can be a beginning, too, as someone once said, and the solstice is where we start from.
Lads and lasses, so we're going to ask you all to stand, sing joyously all together in your gay apparel. Time to strike your harps and join this chorus. And do follow me in merry measure. Here we go. I do want to introduce to you Andy Kessler, who will sing the first verse, Nancy Munn singing the second verse, I'll be doing the third verse, and Bill Gans, take it away in the introduction. Go for it.
This is the time when the days have shortened and the nights grow steadily more important. And in mid-afternoon, across the park, the towers start to twinkle in the thickening dark. It's the solstice, the solstice.
The glitter and the sidewalk and the stars and the friendly people hurrying past neon-lighted bars. And you're glad to have a neighbor who can set you on the track and to dine at you with loved ones, for the sun is coming back. It's the solstice, when the time when the sun sets in.
Peace and joy on this night is still. Peace and joy on this night is still. Deep in the darkest winter night, my candle burning with the warmth of the light. Now that the year is turning, what is in store? Where has our journey brought us? From what's gone before, what has experience taught us? It's the solstice. Good job.